The rain is falling, the fans are soaked, but here's the bottom line. We've got football at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Baltimore Ravens.
To kick off for Baltimore.
Set to go now on a wet and rainy afternoon. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 13 and a very solid opening play for this offense.
For the Lions, first down. A gain of 13 yards.
Going back to Gibbs on first down. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
4 yards. First down, Detroit.
On first and 10, here's Gibbs. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 48-yard line.
Here's Goff. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Finds Gibbs on a check down. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Jack Fox now.
For the Lions.
And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
He'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
To throw is Jackson. Now he'll tuck this and run. It's a loss of 11 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. Touchdown, Detroit. Amon-Ra St. Brown, 31 yards. And the Lions are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Goff looking to throw. And no, it falls incomplete. So the two-point conversion, no good.
Lions 6, Ravens nothing.
So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. There he goes left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. That's an 83-yard kick return touchdown. And the Ravens are an extra point away from taking the lead. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs, as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they'll be backed up a bit to start as he's out of bounds at the 16.
They're on the 16-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Here we go, tonight. 180.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. That's caught. It's Sam Laporta. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, a one-point game, 7-6. The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Turbo.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. He's got it complete to Gibbs. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
46-yard line.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Not a whole lot of room to maneuver there, and I think that's because everyone took care of their responsibilities, filled their gaps, held their place. No place for him to run.
Yeah, looked good. Everything got funneled to the nose tackle. They swallowed him up. And this pass broken up. And the contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They go ahead and snap it. Goff. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5.
At the 35-yard line.
First carry now for David Montgomery. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning.
And it's third down.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down. To throw is Goff. He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. If it was sunny, maybe this is a field goal attempt. But with the rain, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Ravens are going to have it here just past the 25.
Okay, partner. No surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's Jackson to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Jackson going to keep it. Oh, some strong running. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 22-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Jackson now. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson hooking up with Mark Andrews. And the Ravens will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Luke now for the extra point. And it's up. It's good. Our score 14-6.
Ravens 14, Lions 6. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get in the field goal range. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Malachi Starks. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to North Carolina and the bustling city of Charlotte as we welcome you inside Bank of America Stadium, the home of the Panthers. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Baltimore Ravens and the Carolina Panthers.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
With Greg Olsen, I'm Mike Tirico, and out there is Tyler Luke to get us started. We are underway in Uptown Charlotte, and this will work out quite well. They'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
On the set. Steal. Check steal. Let's go. Ready.
A first carry now for Rico Dowdle. And that play gets nothing. So no gain on the game's first snap.
At the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
On second down, Young. That's taken in, and it's Rico Dowdle. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down.
A gain of 2.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
He finds the big tight end, Trimble. 15-yard pickup there. It's a Carolina first down.
Yards.
On the double.
The Panthers
Check smash.
first down.
Trouble 38.
First and 10 at
Ready.
the 46-yard line.
Here's a carry for Dowdle. Tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
52.
First and 10.
15 more yards. That's another Panthers.
Out of the shotgun. Young. That one out wide. Dowdle. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Brings up second and 5 at the Ravens 35.
Ball on the 35. Here comes a second and 5.
Here we go. Cut.
They'll run with Dowdle. And you'll get them 5 yards closer, but now third down coming up.
At the 30-yard line.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. Third and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive. Third and inches, you see a lot of teams try to take a shot. Why, Mike? Because they know on fourth and inches, they still have a chance to convert the first down. The shot wasn't there, but they're still able to pick up a nice gain and convert and bring up first down.
He'll work this ahead for 2, maybe 3. Travis Jones there to bring him down.
A 3-yard
From the
pickup.
21, here's second and 7.
At the Ravens 21-yard line.
From the gun, it's Young. And we try to swing it outside, and it's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
A big play by the big fella, and Mike, we love it. Anytime any of the big guys up front get their hands on the ball, I'll tell you what, look at him with the ball in his hand. I mean, he thought he was back playing Pop Warner in his running back days. That's a big-time play, and I have a feeling he's not going to be giving that ball up anytime soon.
It's a gain of 9. Brings
Ball
up
spotted at the 45. Here's second and 1.
5-yard line.
To throw is Jackson. The pressure gets there, and he goes down. A sack that should be the final play of this first quarter.
Loss of 6 yards.
So, not much to speak of in terms of scoring in that first quarter of play.
And
0-0 is the score. And we'll return to Charlotte in a moment. Here's third and 7. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. Oh, got him again the second time with a sack on this opening drive.
Lamar Jackson sack. A loss of 8 yards. And it's 3 and out.
No move for the punt team. The offense staying out there for fourth down. On fourth down, they snap it to Jackson. Picked off by the linebacker, Trevin Wallace. And he's going to be out of bounds, but he has his offense set up in great field position inside the red zone.
Intercepted. It's a turnover on downs.
Set.
On the bootleg, it's Young. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up second down.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Ready.
Young. That is caught. And the Panthers are going to have 1st and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown. About 19 yards on that one. And they're in business. It's 1st and goal.
Strike. Strike.
From the 1-yard line. 1st down and goal.
Ready.
Dowdle. Trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he's going to come up short.
Short of the goal line. No gain on the play.
Set.
Leads to
A 2nd down throw for Young. And he's in. Tommy Tremble. Touchdown, Panthers.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
Ryan Fitzgerald to kick off for Carolina.
Following the touchdown, it is Fitzgerald to send this one away. On the return, it's Keaton Mitchell. And they will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line.
Their own 38-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Off the play fake, Jackson. He'll look for Flowers downfield. That's over the middle and intercepted. And a solid return as he gets it up past the 45-yard line.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to bait these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their first read. By the time he gets to the 3rd or 4th read, in this case, the defender has already put himself in position, jump that route, challenge the receiver, and that's a big-time takeaway.
The throw here is complete. He's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
It's 2nd and 8.
Throwing on 2nd down, Young. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by their rookie linebacker.
By the Ravens. They'll take over.
And these are the throws that are really holding the offense back right now, Mike. He just has to make better decisions because you're not going to win many games when you turn the ball over at this rate.
Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. Lamar going to work from the pistol. Oh, the struggles continue. Another interception. Picked up by J.C. Horn. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Intercepted. The Panthers take over 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
The 37.
Young to throw on 1st and 10. A pass taken in by Dowdle. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
13 yards on the play.
A pickup there of 13. It's good for a Panther 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Down. Hut, hut.
Back to throw. Young. Here's a screen coming for Dowdle. And he's going to be marked out down at the 5. What a pickup, a gain of 18. And it sets up 1st and goal. 5 yards from the house. They've got it 1st and goal. throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
Steal. Check steal. Ready. Set.
Now Dowdle. He will not get back to the line of scrimmage. They pick him up and throw him down for a loss.
A loss of 2 on the play. It's
Ready?
third down and
From the gun here on third down, it's Young. And he'll take it on in. Ja'Tavion Sanders. Touchdown, Carolina.
touchdown, Panthers.
So now the Panthers and Young will attempt the 2-point conversion.
Here we go. Set.
Will line up for the
Yellow,
2-point
22.
conversion.
Set.
Back to throw. He'll swing that out wide. And he is not going to get in. Stop on the try for 2. The lead remains right where it is.
Ryan Fitzgerald to kick off for Carolina.
Following the touchdown, it is Fitzgerald to send this one away. Short kick taken at the 17. Terrific return. He's taken down just shy of midfield.
At their own 46-yard line.
Two first downs, and they're at the 46 now. It's 1st and 10. First carry for one of the league's best workhorses, Derrick Henry. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too. Second down, Jackson. Out quickly to Flowers.
I wouldn't be surprised if some point here in the future, Mike, this quarterback drops back. It looks like the same old hitch route underneath, and they give a pump fake and go. You can lull a defense to sleep with a lot of these underneath quick game passes, and once you do, you can try to go for the big one. And that's a pretty good effort here on 3rd and long. He had nowhere to go down the field. The defense is playing real soft. He pulls it down and did all he could, but he's still going to end up being short of the first down.
And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stuff him on 4th down.
It's a turnover on downs.
Here we go. On red. Ready.
On 1st and 10, here's Young. Looking left side is tight end Tremble. Wow, out of bounds, inside the 10. It's 1st and goal. A big play for the Panthers. It's a gain of 49.
First and goal at the 6-yard
Now
line.
Young. That is caught. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 1-yard line.
Here's Young. Over the top. He's got it. Jimmy Horn Jr. Touchdown, Panthers.
Nah, I ain't no bitch, bro.
Just a really nice job, Mike.
So don't you just shut the fuck up?
Poised. Pressure situation, you know how important it is to steal some points before the half. But everybody's in control. Everybody understood the situation and the clock. And they're able to
Bitches quit. That bitches quit. Yeah, I ain't no bitch. Whether I'm losing, man, I ain't quitting. I know, and I'm saying bitches quit, and I ain't no bitch, so I ain't quitting. There you go.
Now they'll set up to throw. That's going to be incomplete. That would have been a tough grab. The collision jarred it loose. The try for
I made the last 2 people I played quit. You just better than them, that's all.
Ryan Fitzgerald.
They didn't leave much
I mean, my
time.
record like 11 and like I think like 15 or something. So you know, I'm not good, but I mean it's close. I'm only down by like 4 or so.
Just beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. Here's Jackson.
No.
He's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
Yeah. All of my people was blocked. I had to go for it. Everybody was blocked. I ain't had nobody open.
So we are at halftime, and Greg and I will be back right after this.
No, I have this one person that I used to play 24 with, and every time I played them with Carolina, I always lost. Man, it was just bad game. That's why when I saw Panthers, I done muted the mic. I was like, I already know how this going. Carolina's not bad. I personally haven't really played with them, but every time I go up against dude with them, I get fucked up. So I wasn't expecting nothing different.
Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. This one taken at the 7. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
I just got to figure something out, that's all.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Jackson now. This one batted away. It's incomplete.
And the defender does such a good job, Mike, not only putting himself in position to make the play, but how often do we see guys that are there and they just can't quite make it? In this case, he's there, knocks the ball down, really nice play.
Jackson now on 2nd down. Now he'll run it.
Initially make a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball.
Had to do something. I know, but had to do something.
Turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
Third and short, Jackson. And that is incomplete. Zay Flowers, the intended receiver. And it's
Ain't got time to punt neither.
And another wasted drive here, Mike, and they start to add up. And coming out of halftime, you would think that they would make some adjustments to try to get some points on the scoreboard, but so far, looks like much of the same.
He's going to put it up, take a shot for Hopkins. And the Panthers are going to get the ball back on the turn.
Hey, if I'm turning it over, at least it's way down there. I mean, you're going to get it way back up there, but at least it's further away versus closer.
He said, listen, guys, we're behind. We're trailing. We're going to come out early in this second half and be aggressive from the get-go and cut into this deficit. But oftentimes, reckless decision-making, over-aggressive play calling leads to turnovers. Now, this defense finds themselves heading back out onto the field.
And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked by Malachi Starks.
Yeah,
I like the mindset.
It's kind of just luck, to be honest, but
I'm not looking to preserve this lead. I'm looking to extend my lead. Now, that aggressive play calling in this case led to the turnover. Now your defense has to take the field. Can they bail you out and keep this lead unchanged prior to their next possession?
On 1st and 10, Jackson. That one down the field, but they cannot connect. And it's incomplete.
He's usually such a
that was Flowers.
in the passing game. Like we just
Oh, you meant who hit me?
struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
So hard to get
double tap square.
Hit himself up there after picking up the 1st down.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket.
Nah, you got to double tap. Discount double tap? No, I'm just kidding.
This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
He'll run again.
What? No, I made that shit. That's crazy.
This is a part of the field where you have to account for the quarterback as a runner. Nothing's open downfield. Great job by your secondary, but then he makes a break for the goal line, and they're able to stop him just short, but not until after he sets his guys up 1st and goal.
Henry trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he is going to come up short. They'll try to throw here with Jackson. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, Ravens. The defense
Hey, we got one.
but they cannot keep up with the speed.
Not really enough time unless I somehow keep getting interceptions, which is unlikely, because if you play smart, you're not gonna throw the ball much.
But often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
That is caught, and they get the 2-point conversion.
Yeah, I gotta see that shit again.
Like I'm being biased, Mike, but I'm really not. Down here this close to the end zone, especially on 2-point tries, the size, the length.
Hey, you want to know the real reason why I play with them? And it's not just because Lamar can run, which I do like quarterbacks that can run, but it's because, to be honest with you, you ain't got to tell me yours. But so my name's Jackson, so whenever they say, oh, Jackson takes off or Jackson scored a touchdown, it's like, I did. Yeah.
On the return, here's Trevor Etienne.
Oh, shit.
And their drive will begin.
See, I don't see how that ball ain't come out. That man's holding it with his fingertips, like, for dear life or something.
At their own 30-yard line.
Down. 33. Yellow. Strike.
Okay.
Check striker. Set.
On the ground, it's Dowdle. And he just about did a pirouette there. Spinning and turning for a pickup of 5. From the 35, here's 2nd and 5.
Here we go. Here we go.
I may lose, but that was a nice little 2-point conversion, though. I can't lie.
Set.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And this will be a Panthers first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen, and not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2, but it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor, and when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground.
Yeah, I'm used to most people liking to run a lot, but I also try to cover the deep passes because I know a lot of people like to hit them deep shots.
Well, they can flow outside as this play gets stretched out. No problem for them not only to track the runner down, but stop him before he gets back to the line.
Ready.
On 2nd down, Young.
Sam.
Short one there, caught by Tremble. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
13 yards on the
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Set. Ready. 60. Hey, go Fury. Hut, hut.
We begin the 4th with a carry by Dowdle. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
52 claws red. Ready.
From the gun, it's Young. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. This a must
Oh, yeah.
for this defense. Facing 3rd and long. Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
I'm going to try like
You
hell.
do a great job all game long. You build up a lead here late in the 4th quarter, but now you get sloppy. This turnover all of a sudden brings a renewed sense of energy to your opponent, who a minute ago thought this game was over, and now they got a little life.
Not much there. Maybe a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. The shotgun, here's Jackson.
Get away from him.
Out of time, they get to him and bring him down.
Had them all lined up to open up the hole, and they didn't do it.
For a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. And this ball incomplete on third down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And that is caught. Well, he stayed in bounds. A terrific catch. What a play on 4th and long. 31 yards.
Once he saw the defense, he knew that outbreaking route was going to be there. All he had to do was wait for his guy to get to the spot and drop the ball right in the bucket near the sideline.
A first down throw for Jackson. That's to the end zone where it's incomplete. What a job.
It did. I thought I was like, yes, I got this shit, bro.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one.
That would have been Purdy.
It's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having no finding any open windows downfield.
Good D. See, I'm not bad. Some of these just, they ain't holding on to the shit.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
On third down, Jackson.
No, what?
Picked off by the linebacker, Trevin Wallace. And the Panthers are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th down.
Yeah, bro, my guy should have had that. Look, right at the last second, he just
get his hands on the ball and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball
man,
me and you were sitting here saying,
so my timing not too bad. He should have had that, bro.
Young to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Trimble. And a nice game, getting this to about the
Where I have my guy in front of your dude, no other people on him.
On the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
At the 23-yard line.
22 meters, set, ready.
2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off after this.
Ready.
They'll drop to throw. Oh, he gets that downfield to Trimble, the tight end. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, Young. He runs with it.
The best quarterbacks don't see the rush, they feel the rush, and that's exactly what this guy was able to do here. He's able to escape the initial pressure and immediately realizes, I got some space out in front of me. Picks up a solid gain here on first down.
I had a defender draped all over him, incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
A gain there of 15. It's a Carolina first down.
This is the moment in the game, Mike, where it really matters to have a run game. You find yourself winning here late. You want to try to run the clock out and finish with the ball. And boy, do they ever. Give credit to this offensive line and running back. They came through in there.
And this is going to be a touchdown.
Hey, see, if I would have quit though, I wouldn't at least scored the touchdown I got.
That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing recording his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up.
I mean, it's sold, though. I ain't coming back for sure, but we got this.
For this passing game, and
See, I can't stop you from
had his way
scoring, too.
So now the Panthers and Young will attempt the 2-point conversion. They'll look to throw. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked by Malachi Starks. He's to midfield. Still on the move. Inside the 10. And he takes it back all the way. How about a pick 2 if you prefer?
Step, bump, step, bump, bump, step, bump, step, bump, bump. Yeah. I had 8, yeah. That was what your guy just did to my dude.
Ryan Fitzgerald to kick off for Carolina.
So the kickoff team out
Hey,
there,
it makes the score look a little better, you know? Now I'm only down by 16.
On the return, it's Mitchell. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. Throwing Jackson. Going up top and looking for Flowers. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion.
At this stage of the game, Mike, you have to find that balance defensively between playing prevent and making sure that ball does not get thrown over my head. But how often do we see defenses just give so much space?
Oh, shit. Where's my line go, bro?
Answers right now. It's another sack. Now the Ravens use their first timeout. They'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in this one. The crowd cranking it up another notch before 3rd and long. Back to throw, Jackson. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up 4th down. The Panthers will take their first timeout. And they'll start
Oh, thank you, man.
27 seconds remaining on the clock. Here we go. This is 4th down. Jackson looking to throw. And more of the same. Another interception. And he is going to score.
Bang.
Pick 6 for the touchdown.
Yeah.
And a big turnover goes back the other way.
Hey, that's how it happens sometimes, man.
And at this point in the game, Mike, you're just trying to make something happen. You find yourself trailing, less than 2 minutes remain. You're just taking some chances. In this case, the chances backfire and the other team's able to capitalize and take it all the way back for 6.
Here we go.
Line up for the 2-point conversion.
Here's Young to throw. This is going to be caught. So it's an 8-point.
Man, I almost had my hands on it too, but
Would add on a 2-point conversion.
Ryan Fitzgerald to kick off for Carolina.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. And now problems on the kickoff. This ball goes out of bounds and a flag comes in. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. To throw is Jackson. On the run to the right. Now, right on the heels of the pick 6, he is intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Trevin Wallace.
man,
This is entering the wrong kind.
I don't know where my guy was running to.
It's only happened a handful of times since the turn of the millennium. Rare. It's an entire season's worth of picks thrown in just one game. I think at this point...
Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit. Or
47-yard line.
one last shot now for Jackson. Now, deep ball for Bateman. And it's going to be some points here at the finish line. This is a touchdown.
Yeah, dude.
They fought till the end, but still will come up short.
At this stage of the game, the score is really irrelevant.
I was throwing the
You wanna try to
flowers.
build something positive towards the end of this game, and I think that score will help do just that.
Now Jackson and the Ravens will try to tack on 2 more.
The Ravens will line up for the 2.
Here we go. One final play. He'll swing that outside. And he will get to the goal line, so no tacking on 2 points. Still a 3-score
Good game, bro.
as the difference is 18. So it's over. It's a win for the Panthers. They use a little home cooking here. They play a complete football game. They're going to send their fans home quite happy. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Panthers are winners. As we say, so long from Uptown Charlotte.